Hello, everybody. Since we didn't have Cosmic Compass Conversation live this morning, I really wanted to come on here and do a read for all of us for the week. We do have a really phenomenal week ahead. Mercury will be going direct. Yay. We also have the final station of the Saturn-Uranus square, which has been truly activating us for at least the last almost 2 years now. And prior to the Saturn-Uranus square, we have had quite a number of other, what I would call opportunities to awaken. And the way I like to see it is awakening to our higher selves, our higher purpose, a deeper consciousness. It has been a challenge, as you know, and certainly I'm not here to try to bypass anything. I just want to say that this is an important time, and we are definitely being supported by the cosmos. It isn't easy, important, but not easy. And so as we move into this final square, there are a lot of things that we are doing right now to work with that energy. And certainly in our Astro Soul Alchemy event that we had this past weekend, we talked a lot about that. And what I can say to all of you right now is be present, be listening, look around. There's so much beauty in the cosmos in terms of support with Jupiter and Venus. We have a lot of energy coming from the supergalactic center. It's a lot. And so we want to increase our capacity to be able to work with that energy and to, again, like I said, listen, that's probably the most important thing right now. What wants to change, particularly in the realm of relationships. So anyway, more to be shared on that. But for now, we're going to do a read and see how this week is going. I had many tarot decks, as you can see, and oracle decks. I decided to go with Chris Ann's Light Seers Tarot today. I really like this deck. And Chris Ann, if you ever see this video, thank you for your insight, for your affirmations, for your art. Just phenomenal. Okay, here we go. So if you'd like to join me, I'm going to just take some breaths, center, ground, asking for a collective read for today and this week. All right. So the first card I'm pulling is the Moon, which reminds me that we have a full moon coming up. I believe it's on the 9th. And here we go. We're starting with the moon. So again, what I like to do is just offer these to you to really look into deeply. Notice the wolves, one on each side of the moon. Notice the mermaid. How do you feel when you look at the card? Okay. All right, next card. And we have the Ace of Pentacles, which of course makes sense because, we're trying to grow, we're trying to root, we're trying to deepen into our most, we're deepening as much as we want to be spiritual in our spiritual beings. We're really deepening into what it means to be human. So that's very powerful. And I'm really feeling this idea that our dreams can come true. And again, the moon really speaking to the visions and the dreams, the feelings, the deep emotions. And the Ace of Pentacles really talking about the beginning, the planting of the seeds, right? Okay, so last card for today's read. All right. Okay, Chariot. All right, so with the Chariot, what we've got is movement. So again, looking at that, what do you notice? How do you feel? I'm sure you're seeing a connection between these two cards. They're very different, but there's some interesting similarities, right? So traditional tarot looks at the Chariot, obviously as a movement card, but also as a card of stillness, believe it or not. You all know that I love Angeles Arian, so I always look to her interpretations that really go beyond the surface, and some very interesting thoughts about how we can utilize stillness and movement, right? So that makes sense with what I just shared about what's happening in the cosmos, and yeah, how we want to deepen. So for those of you that were able to join us for Astro Soul Alchemy, that was an amazing event. For those of you that weren't able to join us in person, please contact me if you have any questions and you'd like to potentially sign up post-event. You'll receive a recording and you can join us for the mid-month Q&A. So lots to consider here in terms of what we're doing, how we're being. This is very much about being, right? This is very much about planting those new seeds. How have things shifted? How have things changed? What do we need to weed out? What do we need to keep, right? And ultimately, what is the movement that wants to be made? And sometimes that movement is stillness. So these cards are actually really aligned with the energies of the week. So again, I'm not going to go into details today about the planets. We're going to reserve that for our Astro Soul Alchemy deep dives. But this is really good, and I'm really excited. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and I'd love to just know how you're doing, what's happening out there for you. And thanks for watching. And I look forward to seeing you live next week on Cosmic Compass Conversations at 10 a.m. Pacific. All right. Thanks so much.